This is the Marine Railway at the Big Chute, and this basically carries boats of any size, large cabin cruisers down to small Seadoos. They'll load them in this lake here, which is what he's going to do right now. Looks like there's a Seadoo waiting, and he'll transport them over the road here and take them down, way down there, and deliver them down there into the lower lake. Rather than cutting a lock through here, they just use this marine railway system. And one of my friends, Gord, I don't know if he's on board, but he works here. It's going to be pretty quick. They're going to load that Seadoo. You can see him just over there.
Incoming green's off boat. If you're locking through, we'll get your front right.
The reason for this setup here, rather than cut a lock through, is to keep the lamprey eels from transferring further north into Georgian Bay.
Showing guys in Panama the big boats that they bring across.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes a big cabin cruiser. No. Got a cute line handler on board though. So you can see how quickly this is. It's only a matter of a couple of minutes and they're back up and on their way down to the lower lake, which will take them out to Georgian Bay. They're heading, these boats are going to Georgian Bay, and this is the Trent Severn Waterway. It's called the Big Chute Marine Railway. I do see my friend Gord up there, so we'll see if we can catch him at the bottom. Look at this thing. Pretty interesting. There is an older railway that they used years ago, a much smaller one. Later on, it's just parked over there. There's another set of tracks. I'll go over there later and get some shots of that. Okay, so end this here. You can see it's quite a drop off down to the next level of the lake. We'll follow it down for a ways here, see what happens if I don't trip and fall. We've got all these signage posted. Tells you different things. You can see the overflow where the natural river goes through. And there goes the railway down. cut this here. I like to run them about a minute each episode. As you can see, it's quite steep going down there. The cables, I don't know if you can see the cables running there to raise and lower, pull the railway up and down. We'll keep going down here and chase it down. Get my exercise going all the way back up there though. There, we're just touching the water now. I've gone over here many times in my own boat years ago, so I know the procedures well. But anyways, I just thought we'd come back here today, and kind of unique. You'd never see this in Panama, so I think people are interested. There goes that Seadoo that was on. Now this little cabin cruiser he's going to pull out. And that's it. I don't think we spent 5 minutes to do that. To bring this boat from the upper Big Chute down to the lower Big Chute. And they're off. Next stop for them will be Port Severn, and then out into Georgian Bay and Midland and that area where I have been spending my last 5 months. So this little boat's going to go in now. And they'll lift them up and take them over to the other side. This just goes back and forth, depending on the marine traffic. How often, you know, they obviously don't run if there's no boats, but when there's boats, they're just constantly going back and forth, back and forth. Maybe when we get up to the top, there'll be another boat to come down. This is sort of getting near the end of the season, so there's not as much traffic as there would be on a, you know, July or August day. Anyways, we'll close this one. He was on. I saw him the first time they went down, but it stopped at the office here, and I bet he stepped off into the office.
Where's Gord hiding today? Where is Gord hiding?
Okay. Yeah. This is the old original carriage. A whole lot smaller. And come across the road here on the tracks. Almost like streetcar tracks here, they're so narrow. That's the old carriage. We'll see what this sign says here. It talks about the The original railway. I'll get a picture of this and post it also. Yeah, that's it. Same idea, just a whole lot smaller. I guess in an emergency they could use it. It's probably still functional. I'll have to ask Gord. I'll see him tonight at coffee. I'll ask him. And I'll just look over the ridge here. Yeah. There you go. This is the Big Chute Marine Railway.